break the rules, break the rules, Toastmaster Daniel.
Contest chair, Toastmasters, valued guests. This story, a true story by the way, takes us back a couple of years. I was going to a job interview to St. Petersburg, and at the end of the interview they told me, "You've got the job, you're going to Bangkok." So I was a bit shocked because I was expecting, I prepared myself to live in Russia, and now I was going to Thailand. Good news is at least I knew there would be a lot of golf courses in Thailand. But to be honest, I knew nothing about Thailand. Not even the basic things, like you should not point your feet to the important people, you should not touch the head of anyone, nothing. And there I was going to be in charge of a huge and underperforming category. So let me introduce you to the Formula One of the cans. It's a can that you probably have seen in many stores because it's sold everywhere. When I mean huge, I'm talking about 1 billion cans a year. That's a production rate of 4,000 cans a minute. So it goes very, very quickly. I knew nothing, apart from the fact that within 100 days, I had to present a strategy to the management, how I was going to turn around that category. So I had to become a human sponge. I needed to learn everything I could about this country, about the category, the market, etc. I worked with my team, they were really nice. They walked me through all the research that we had. They showed me the numbers. And in essence, I didn't learn really much new because if the answers were there, they would not have asked me to come. The situation was the following. The product is mostly sold everywhere. Everyone is buying it. Sales are going down. It's mostly used in beverages like tea and coffee. So now what? I told myself, I need to embark on a trip in Thailand and visit the homes and understand the consumers. Consumers are like icebergs. You need to get below the surface, understand their behaviors, their attitudes, their values, their expectations in order to find out what you can do. So I visited so many households in Isan, in Chiang Mai, in really remote areas to understand how they live and how they use the products, how they eat, what they do with it, where they buy it, etc. I learned many things, but what really struck my heart was the commitment and the emotion they were putting towards their families. That was really impressive. For example, pouring milk on the cereals for your kid to go to school made the moms feel guilty because she was not preparing enough. There was not enough preparation involved, so she had no chance to show her love. And that gave me a hint. The day of the presentation came, and then there we are, like a typical boardroom setting at the top of a big tower in Bangkok with 15 stakeholders, typical the management and including the salespeople. I started my presentation with a warming up, a couple of slides, not too much because obviously they know everything about this category already. And then I come to, like the slide. The single slide which is going to change the fate of this category for the next coming years. And I say, we're going to dynamize this category by building culinary applications. I don't have the time to finish my sentence that the sales guys jumps in and says, "Daniel, you don't know anything about Thailand. You are new here. You know that nobody cooks with milk." And that was really like a punch right here. Perfect punch. And I didn't know what to say for a second or two, but it sounded like an eternity in my head. And I had to remember my golf training. just focus on the moment and think about the next shot. And I said, you're right, not yet. And we're going to focus on the omelette application. Somehow my confidence gained other people in the room, and they start asking, but if you're going into culinary, why not into tom yum goong or green curry? And I said, good point. When was the last time any of you had cooked green curry at home? Exactly, that's what I thought. Because it's super difficult, it's expensive. An omelette with milk is very easy to do, it's tasty. And on top of that, it's an opportunity to share an act of love with your kids. It's very powerful. So we started the campaign, the TV campaign, and over the next 3 months, we launched it with an immediate success. Over a couple of years, the category grew very much. Competitors tried to copy us, but they fell in the trap of going for tom yum goong, so they didn't achieve anything. And the reason why I'm telling you this story is to explain that if you look at things with fresh eyes and you understand the rules, you can break the rules. And we were able to take a category out of the beverage usage into new applications or new menus into the culinary. And that allowed us to grow dramatically. And moreover, our marketing skills allowed to transform an omelette into an act of love. Contest chair.
1 minute silence, please.